May the 7th, 2010. This is the Carolina weather video here for this Friday. And we did indeed have some isolated showers and thunderstorms develop right ahead of a cold front that dropped into our area very late yesterday. Isolated the key word. Most folks were dry, but if you did find yourself under one of those thunderstorms, there was some hail and some gusty winds in some spots, but all that activity is gone this morning. We'll have a completely dry Friday, but another cold front heading in. Let's start off with a live look at the time I'm cutting this video, which was during the 5 o'clock hour this morning here on this Friday morning. This is a live look, again, at the 5 o'clock hour in downtown Morganton. Their beautiful town at an elevation of 1,100 feet. They're kind of situated near the front range of the Appalachians, beautiful area, and it's a quiet morning all across our region. There's a look at the storm reports, though, from yesterday into last night. You notice some of those blue dots there across northern North Carolina. There was some wind damage as well in Alamance County with the thunderstorm. Several severe thunderstorm warnings triggered. A couple of them there around the Greenville-Spartanburg area in extreme southwestern North Carolina. Then they had that cluster that developed there, Alamance and Orange County, that eventually died overnight around and southwest of the Raleigh-Durham area. Currently, again, 5 a.m. hour, that's a look at how things shape up in terms of the watch and warning situation. Still several severe thunderstorm warnings in effect in Illinois with some what we call elevated convection. This is a look at the radar at the current time of 5:04. And again, I know a lot of folks watch this video much later in the day, but at the present time at 5 o'clock when I'm cutting this video, you have a warm front stretching right around through there. A cold front through this area, and our cold front that moved through right around in there. So that's how everything sets up, area of low pressure. And what you have is all this convection up here in the Midwest, and the plain states is what we call elevated. It's actually located above a fairly cool, stable area of air near the surface. You have some instability aloft, and so you have actually temperatures in the 40s where a lot of that thunderstorm activity is occurring this morning. There is the current temperature scheme, and again, this is the 50-degree isotherm right there. So a lot of that pretty strong activity is occurring with temps in the 40s, but lots of very warm air still in the southern plains, and we're going to have another warm day coming up today before we finally do get into some of this cooler air that's off to our north and west. Here's a look at the GFS this afternoon. And actually pretty significant severe weather risk coming up late today into tonight. There's a look at the day one convective outlook, a moderate risk there, parts of Illinois. Actually, parts of Indiana, Indiana and Ohio. A slight risk running from eastern Texas all the way up into the eastern Great Lakes region. We'll be completely dry today here in our area. We'll see highs all the way up into the upper 80s, even some lower 90s again. But then that cold front that's triggering the severe weather threat today will drop through our region tomorrow. Again, I think for the I-85 corridor, isolated at best, and probably isolated even is a little generous with our shower and storm chances and coverage tomorrow, but most folks staying dry for the I-85 corridor. But say from I-95 over toward the coast, there will probably be a band of some showers and storms drop through tomorrow afternoon. There's the day two convective outlook, and there is that slight risk for the coastal plain of North and South Carolina, and certainly could be some damaging wind or small hail with some of the storms that fire tomorrow afternoon. But for places like Charlotte, Greensboro, Greenville, Spartanburg, only a very, very small chance for an isolated shower or storm, and probably that'd be during the first half of the day tomorrow. Otherwise, it's going to be a breezy day, high temperatures ranging from mainly the lower side of the 80s, maybe some upper 70s in the extreme northwestern Piedmont. But it will be breezy as that cooler, drier air settles in. And here we are for Mother's Day. We'll drop all the way down into the 40s on Sunday morning, and then a lot of folks staying in the upper 60s for highs on Sunday afternoon. At most, probably lower 70s across the Piedmont, so it will be a much, much cooler day for Mother's Day. Monday, lower 70s, still a lot of sunshine, and then on Tuesday, we'll see a warm front move through. So still probably only low to mid 70s Tuesday, but we're going to begin to get some of that more muggy air moving in. And then the forecast is a little tricky for the second half of next work week. This is a look at Wednesday afternoon. And what we have occurring is a cold front just off to our north that'll try to drop in here. And so what I've done with the forecast this morning is for Wednesday, Thursday there, and really Friday as well. I brought in a pretty considerable amount of cloud cover into the forecast, and there will likely be the chance of showers or a few thunderstorms during the second half of next work week. But the timing of that is still a pretty significant question mark. So more clouds, more muggy conditions for the second half of next work week. Somewhere in there will likely be some shower or storm chances, but the timing of that still has to be determined. Still a bit of a tricky situation to figure out this morning. But again, to recap the weekend forecast, Saturday going to be breezy. There'll be a band of isolated showers and storms, and it'll get greater in coverage the farther east you go into the region. Rain chance is pretty low for the I-85 corridor, and then we're in the grips of that cooler, stable air on Sunday. A dry day for Mother's Day, but it will be significantly cooler. All right, that's it for today's edition of the video. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful Friday and a wonderful Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all you moms out there. Have a great day, and God bless.